Ramesh had been working at the factory for almost 6 years, and night shifts had become a normal part of his life. The constant noise of machines, the smell of metal and oil, and the silence outside the factory gates after midnight, he was used to all of it. That night felt no different. His shift ended at exactly 1:30 a.m., and as always, he signed the register, picked up his helmet, and walked out through the large iron gate. The security guard gave him a quick nod, but something about that moment felt slightly off, as if the night was quieter than usual.
As Ramesh stepped onto the empty road, a cold breeze passed by. It wasn't the usual night wind. It felt heavier, almost unnatural. The streetlights flickered faintly, casting long, stretched shadows on the ground. He paused for a second, looking around. There was no one. No vehicles, no people, not even stray dogs. It was the kind of silence that makes your own footsteps sound too loud. Shaking off the strange feeling, he walked toward his bike parked near the corner. He unlocked his bike and sat down, putting on his helmet. As he turned the key, the engine roared to life, breaking the silence around him. Usually, this sound felt comforting, but tonight, it echoed strangely, as if the road itself was responding to it. Ramesh adjusted his rearview mirror and began riding slowly. The road ahead stretched into darkness with only a few weak streetlights guiding his path. A few minutes into the ride, Ramesh felt something strange. It wasn't a sound, not exactly. More like a presence, a subtle awareness that he wasn't alone. He frowned and slightly slowed down, trying to listen. The road remained silent, yet the feeling grew stronger. His grip on the handle tightened as he glanced into the rearview mirror. Nothing. Just an empty road fading into darkness. He tried to ignore it, convincing himself it was just his imagination. After all, he had worked long hours. But then, it happened again. This time, it felt closer, almost like someone was riding just behind him, matching his speed perfectly. A chill ran down his spine. He resisted the urge to turn around, instead focusing on the road ahead. But the silence now felt heavier, watching him. Suddenly, his phone vibrated inside his pocket. The sudden buzz made him flinch. He slowed down and pulled over to the side of the road. The area was darker here, with only a flickering light nearby. He took out his phone and looked at the screen, an unknown number. For a moment, he hesitated. Then he opened the message. The message read, "Don't turn around, I'm right behind you." Ramesh froze. His heartbeat became loud in his ears. He quickly looked around, but there was still no one. His breathing became uneven as he read the message again. It didn't make sense. Who would send something like this? And how did they know where he was? Trying to stay calm, he shook his head and told himself it was a prank. Maybe one of his co-workers. Maybe someone trying to scare him. But deep down, he knew. Something wasn't right. He quickly put the phone back in his pocket and started the bike again, this time driving faster than before. As the speed increased, the cold air hit his face harder. But along with it came something else. That feeling, it was back, stronger, closer, almost as if whatever was behind him was now just inches away. His chest tightened. He didn't dare look back. Then he heard it, a faint sound. Not from the road, not from the wind. It was right behind him, a slow, uneven breathing. Ramesh's hands started shaking. His mind screamed at him to stop, to turn around, to confirm what was happening, but his body refused. He kept riding, faster and faster, hoping to escape whatever this was. But no matter how fast he went, the presence stayed. Finally, unable to bear it anymore, he slowly lifted his hand toward the mirror. His fingers trembled as he adjusted it slightly. For a brief second, he closed his eyes, and then looked. And this time, he saw it. A face, pale, expressionless, with a wide, unnatural smile. It was sitting right behind him. Ramesh screamed and lost control of the bike. The vehicle skidded across the road, sparks flying as it crashed onto the side. The engine kept running, echoing into the empty night, but the road remained silent. Ramesh screamed and lost control of the bike. The vehicle skidded across the road, sparks flying as it crashed onto the side. The engine kept running, echoing into the empty night, but the road remained silent. The next morning, people found the bike lying on the roadside. The engine was still on. There were no signs of struggle, no blood, no footprints leading away. It was as if the rider had simply vanished. Ramesh was never seen again, and to this day, people say that if you ride alone on that road after midnight, you might feel someone behind you, watching, waiting,